Hold on, what's this about you being able to hear my microphone? Mic is good. Okay, so you're just listening to me breathing. Got it. Hi. I hope that this doesn't mess up the recording because OBS is still frozen technically. Oh, there's the settings menu. Yeah, because sometimes when it doesn't pick up my microphone right away, all I have to do is open the settings menu, and like sometimes I don't even have to go to the audio input devices settings page. Sometimes I'll just open the settings menu and that'll kind of remind it of what it's looking for. Okay. So, hi. Oh yeah, the timer got stuck. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about how I should not minimize the page because it makes things freeze. Hi. Welcome, Corencio. Welcome, Mixolidi. Welcome, Aleph. And welcome anyone viewing anonymously. Yeah, it's Homestuck Beyond Canon night. I'm gonna take... I know we're already kind of off to a rocky start. I'm actually starting on time tonight, though. The timer went off right at the top of the hour. Anyway. For once in my fucking life, I actually started on time. But brother is missing, and I don't think that he realizes that I'm streaming right now. He said after my last stream that he got the notification from the Twitch app that I was streaming approximately 2 hours after I finished, I think he said. So like 4 hours after I actually started. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the date in the title too. I did notice that earlier and I was like, I'll fix that, and then I didn't. Because I should have done my stream prep earlier because I wanted to reread the chapter and reprocess it and potentially find a few links and other things to go with it, and then I didn't. So I was doing that like while pre-stream was going in another window. I was rereading the update because boy, it's a lot. Jake Likers really got it on this one, and kind of the Jane Likers too a little bit. So I ended up not fixing that, which I guess I'll do now. Oh man, it's the 8th. Ugh. Yeah, the Jake Stakers. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's been a week. I've officially started my first ever actual genuine full-time job. It's like a day job and everything, putting this day camp stuff together. Yeah, because prior to this point, the only full-time work I had been able to acquire was at my previous overnight summer camp, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you all that flying to a remote campsite in the middle of the woods for 2 months to work is different than having a day job and going home and sleeping in your own bed. So it's interesting. Yeah, I'm learning things about myself. For example, I already knew this, really, but you know, it's really hitting home that I like things to be organized, and that's not really happening right now. So that's how that's going. And, yeah, I feel significantly more alive today. So it was a good idea for me to put this stream for today instead of trying to do it on Monday when I was going to. Happy 6/9. Oh yeah. So 6/9 is coming up. you know, if you do your dates the stupid American way, with the month first instead of the day, that's a just a me thing. Leku, hello. Where's my carrier pigeon? Yeah. Yeah, that's just all online, but we did not have that. Camp was a whole other thing. Anyway. Yeah, that's what's been up with me. Oh, I went biking today. I dug my bike out of storage where it's been sitting in a shed for 6+ years. And this was like a week or two ago. I took it out and I cleaned it off. And I finally actually rode it around a little bit today. I'm out of shape. I knew this. It's not a surprise. Damn, is it ever sad to really see it in action, though. Like, I used to just spend entire days biking in circles as a child. You know, I'm like 9-10 years old. That was just how I entertained myself in the summer sometimes. And now my knees are jelly after like 3-4 trips around the block. Damn. I knew this, though. I knew this about myself. So I'm going to hopefully keep working on that. We have to make a few more tweaks to my bike. Like, my dad was looking at me, like, standing with it, and he was like, your seat is a little too low. So we're going to do some adjustments, and hopefully it will make it easier on my knees. But that's still, you know, that's that. Maybe that's also why I'm feeling a little perkier today. Did you know that exercise is good for you? Fun fact, exercise is in fact good for your everything. Hills. Ugh. Playing with the gears can help. Yeah, I did a little bit of that too, and I'm gonna have to look up some more stuff on how to do that properly. Like I know the gist, but yeah, the gear system, this bike, there's a few parts of it that look a little rusty now, but nothing is structurally unsafe. It still switches gears smoothly, front and back. It's still, the handbrakes are still working perfectly. All that stuff. The bell still works. My bike lock doesn't work anymore. Sort of. It's very stiff now. That was a whole other fiasco, but exercise. Yeah, I mean, I know, right? It sounds ridiculous. But, yeah, so that was kind of the key event of my day. Oh, and big run. That was the other highlight of my day. What is probably the final big run for all of Splatoon 3. Because they made it this whole big event, and it's the last season, and I've talked about this on stream before, because more exercise. Oh, Splatoon. Oh, fuck no, I'm not going for a run. No, that's what the bike is for. The bike is facilitating the exercise. I'm not going to start jogging. Big run. The Grisco roller is excellent. It's so fucking fun to play with. The speed at which you run when you are pressing it down and rolling with it, is fucking absurd. It's hilariously fun. It's almost too fast. Like, he'll have a round with the Grisco roller, and then I had a round right after with the regular splat roller, and I was like, this feels so fucking slow now. Also, it makes engine noises when you roll with it. So it's like vroom vroom, and you're like running around fucking fast as fuck boy. It's very good. I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna play with some friends tomorrow. Happy birthday, Aleph. That's correct. Yeah. Happy birthday. I hope that you had a good birthday. Oh my god, I had a thing that I did for people's birthdays, and now I don't remember what it was. I think it was just like, birthday's your free pass for a make me say something, basically. But I had this in place before channel points even existed. So, yeah, it was a free make me say something. Which at the time was just a super extra special treat because channel points didn't exist and it wasn't even something that you could purchase. It was just like, I'll say stupid shit. Or not stupid shit. I read something from someone's fanfic as a birthday thing for them and promoted their fanfic at one time, which was not stupid shit. It was awesome. And enjoyable. So, yeah, it can really be anything if you have something. Okay, so we're gonna start this with an Ubus. We're starting today with Ubus. There is community news because James has posted the June news channel update. But before I completely forget, I do need to go knock on Brother's door and see if he would like to join, because I don't think he knows I'm doing this right now, and he's not here. So that will take community news. That'll just take, like, his bedroom door is, like, right across the hall from mine. So it should be, like, not even a minute, but I will put the music on in the back in 5, just in case. And then when I come back, we'll do the news. Hello. I'm back, and I have a guy with me this time. I really hope the mic picks that up. Hi. So, what the fuck? Okay, now I'm in my window. It's a short one this month. Monthly check-in, June 2024. So, okay. Hi, James Hugh. Looks like sweating out the updates a little felt white to a lot of people, so we will keep trying that out. Look for some this month. I wonder what day you can expect the first one. Gosh. Okay, I think I have injured myself quite severely, so I will be keeping this brief. If you've been vibing with what we've been doing, maybe it is time to give that Patreon a consideration. I personally really enjoy working on the commentaries with everyone. As always, it will eventually all be released for free, but but your support really helps us. Okay, have a good month, my friends. Candy Jane and Ubu as a tradition, right? I mean, if you pay up. I will if you pay me in completely fake currency. Carcat's actually a Gemini. And there's the Ubus. Okay, so we've got 2 Ubus stacking, 3, 4, 5. There's a limit on these per person. So Yeah, nobody can cast Uwu spell all night because I put a deliberate limit on them. You cannot purchase more than 8 of them in a stream, and that goes for everyone. That is a global total. Is that enough? Fucking probably. Yeah. So, and you want it just for Jane, so I will do it just for Jane. If that is the specific request. And perhaps narrative text. Yeah. Ooh, economy is in shambles. Yeah. I will reiterate, I have told this story before, and you can see this happening on the Eridan Pester Quest stream. It was primarily Sneak Cat, Jade Cat, Shadow, Sneak Cat, Jade Cat. I'm pretty sure that Aleph you also did help with this incident, and I think there might have been one other person who threw in 1 or 2, but purchased like 30 Uwus in a row on that stream. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Unfortunately, channel points redemptions don't show up in the on-screen chat. Yeah, but I do have a screen cap of that, of the chat from that day that Jade sent me, like, post-stream. Actually, wait, let me see if I can, like, flash that up on screen right now. Just for funsies. Image. Pester Quest finished over 4... Ooh. Ooh. That's absolutely bonkers. But you're right. I mean, like, yeah, like, that was a while ago. But, like, what the fuck? Let's see. It's gotta be in here somewhere. No, not this. It's the wrong folder. Is it this one? Yeah, let's see if this... I don't think this has any information that shouldn't be there. Okay. Is this... It's like... oh shit, what's the... It's like Control D? Yeah, to center. Yeah, it was odd and bubbly. It was Bridget was there. I was like, I think it's that person. And this would... That just, like, kept going. Fost Scousity. Fost Scousity. Yeah, anyway, that was that. Pester Quest was a wild time. Yeah, I do at some point want to do a Pester Quest marathon stream a la Hive Swap Friendsim marathon stream. Do you remember when I did that thing, which is now fucking shit, like 3.5 years ago? Right before Hive Swap Act 2 came out. That was wild. But I would like to do that again for funsies, but with Pester Quest this time. Feel time. Ugh. Yeah. Square City. Yeah. Anyway. Cease the passage of time. It's too much for my fucking heart to handle. I can't believe it's already a whole, like, we have 4 weeks to plan this whole camp, and we've already gotten through the first week, and I feel like we've not gotten through nearly enough. Returning to the organization thing of wishing that things were organized more, and wishing that I had the power to do something about that. But I don't at the moment, so we're just gonna roll with it, I guess. You know, no matter how detrimental that might be for my fucking health. It's just stressful, but I'm fine. I get to decompress with you all on the weekends, which is nice. Yeah, Saturday, I think, is gonna have to be it. Yesterday, I would have been way too tired to stream on a Friday after having done like a full work day. So we're down to one a week for now. Yeah. Ideally. And I mean, like, because for all I fucking know, the next Homestuck Squared update is going to be coming before next weekend, and then it'll be Homestuck Beyond Canon next weekend too. I swear we're going to get back to Disco Elysium. I really want to, especially because we have that wall to bust through of having to redo that entire fucking conversation. But I promise we're getting back there. I promise, because I really want to do that. And I really want to finish that game, and I really want to start Chicory, because I finally purchased it now. Hello, Max. Welcome. No problem. We're still just kind of getting the ball rolling. Definitely 612. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. You're so fucking right. Duh. Fucking, yeah. I was literally just talking about that, like, a few minutes ago, being like, oh, yeah, 612 is coming up. Oh, no, wait a second. I don't think I even got to that point. I was thinking it, but I don't think I ever got to the point of actually saying it out loud because I was too busy complaining about American date formats. Anyway, it is coming up. When is Stuck at Home Con? Is that this month or is that in early July? July 20th. Yeah. I was like, I think that's July. Like, I know that it's, you know, they had initially planned it to be around 6/12, but Homestuck Direct. Favorite part of E3. Oh, are people doing gaming stuff? Oh, is that why the Game Awards did that fucking summer showcase thing? I watched that, kind of, because my dad put it on the TV. I was just on the couch browsing Tumblr. There was absolutely nothing of interest for me in that show. All but says it in the news post. I guess so. I just wasn't thinking 12/6. That's true. The Homestuck dates are American date format, but they get a special exception. It's E3 week? Like, has Nintendo said they're doing anything? They've got a summer something coming up, right? That's kind of the only, I play Switch. Nintendo is pretty much the only product in my life that I have, like, what one would call an approximation of brand loyalty to. And it's not really loyalty because I think they're a fucking terrible, greedy corporation, but they make Splatoon. So I'm kind of stuck here. They make a good video game. Yeah, suck on, July 20th, yeah. Oh yeah, they did have a Power Rangers game. E3 week until 6/12. Nintendo's out of E3 week now. Yeah, I know that they stopped doing E3, like, before E3 stopped existing. But I thought that, like, they have a summer something that they said they were gonna do, right? So that's happening eventually, I think. Right, because they were like, they put out a fucking tweet on their corporate account like, hey, we're going to be announcing the successor to the Nintendo Switch, but not at our next thing. It'll be at the thing after that. So basically, we're getting to it. Everybody shut the fuck up. It's kind of how that felt. Since I started, yeah, I mean, like, E3, basically, it doesn't, like, exist anymore, formally. Yeah, there's a June something. They just hide it better, sorta. Outside of E3, means less competing with other companies for headlines. Yeah. E4 the squeakquel. Yeah. Yeah, E3 does not formally exist anymore. Now I kind of want to find that tweet. I think I should be able to. That's not the tab I wanted to click on. Sorry, I'm in another window now. What if I just search for Nintendo on my Tumblr? Oh, I found something funnier though. Hold on. I'll put this on screen too. Yeah, I don't think that this is gonna give me what I'm looking for. This is not. That's fine. I found something funnier, so I'm gonna show you that instead. And then I promise I'll actually start reading the fucking comic. Okay. E3 cubed. Yeah, that's good. Good unclean fun. Oh yes, Devolver always does something outside of the box. As long as possible. Yeah, because they've started they announced them like 24 hours ahead of time, so we could really just have one of those things dropped on our heads at any moment. Anyway, I thought that this was really fucking funny, personally. Oh, I need to add these links into my document. Anything that is shown on screen, if you're watching this on YouTube, any web browser page that's shown on screen, the links will be in the description. I just need to actually put them there, and I need Microsoft Word to function. What fucking number is this? 30. That's what I thought. Yeah, because I have that to put in, but I need to put in the news post link. Haha. Okay. And this is, obviously this is very fake, but it's funny. Nintendo announces that the Switch's successor will be the Wii U again. Looks like this is going to be a really great reading exercise for me to warm up my tongue for all these fucking ooh-woos. Wait, what's this about Devolver? Devolver seems to have parted with the old company that did their shows, but now they're partnered with the people who made Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Fascinating. Okay. And I'm not going to ooh this one just because it appears that I need a little bit of a warm-up, and then I'll start oohing when I get to the actual comic. Putting an end to months of intense anticipation and speculation, Nintendo announced today that the Nintendo Switch's successor console will have the exact same name as its predecessor, the Nintendo Wii U. It will also have the exact same technical specs and game library, and Nintendo projects the exact same lackluster sales. In a press conference at the company's Kyoto headquarters, Senior Executive Officer Yoshiaki Koizumi explained the reasoning behind the move. We decided to release the Wii U again because it's pretty good. It rules, actually. I love it. Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa further elaborated. Nintendo Land was my shit. Game & Wario was so underrated. So was Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So was Star Fox Zero. So was Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. So was Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Furukawa went on to list every single Wii U exclusive game over the next minute and a half as Koizumi cheered and applauded. Also present at the press conference was legendary developer Shigeru Miyamoto, who mostly talked about how much he misses Miiverse. I'm so nostalgic for Miiverse. When I look back on my life, I realize that without exception, my most cherished memories and friendships all happened within Miiverse. In fact, it was the meme run community. It was in the meme run community that I met my current wife and children. The way that it's worded to make it sound like he met his children on the meme run page. Splatoon 1 is the best Splatoon, Furukawa continued. Mario Maker 1 is the best Mario Maker. Hyrule Warriors 1 is the best Hyrule Warriors. Mario Kart 8 Non-Deluxe is the best Mario Kart 8. Yo, the battle mode with the racing tracks was so much fun! Koizumi exclaimed, as Miyamoto vigorously nodded in agreement. Underrated, Furukawa repeated. So underrated. The press conference concluded with all three agreeing that the Nintendo Switch sucks and ain't shit, deciding on the spot that they would deactivate its online servers in order to reconnect the Wii U ones as soon as possible. If you like Switch better, I'm very sorry, but it's inferior and we're shutting it down. I'm not sorry, Miyamoto said, addressing Nintendo Switch fans directly. Fuck you. I wish I could shut you down too. Yeah, fuck yeah, Nintendo Land! Dude, Nintendo Land was actually a pretty good game. I think that the Wii U's complete commercial lack of success is sad because it's actually a very fucking cool system and gimmick, and people just had to fucking use it right in the same way they had to just fucking use it right for the DS to be a good system, and they just... It's complicated. I know it's complicated. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about this. So 2020 should release their console with the same name. Xbox literally, yeah, Xbox is just gonna keep. You hope Koizumi comes back to host. 80% of this is true. Yeah, Miyamoto does wish he could shut us down. SNES re-release 2040. I mean, yeah, they re-released the SNES in multiple different capacities, technically speaking, with like mini consoles and such, but like, I guess none of those re-releases had like cartridge readers on them. They're all like, this has a bunch of games loaded on it already, or whatever. Just make it sleek like the Switch and not like the gamepad. The gamepad is actually very comfortable to hold, significantly more ergonomic than the Switch, in my humble opinion. Because like a flat slab, you get holding that for long enough, it does really hurt your fingers. But the gamepad is just like made to be held. It's round and it's got big buttons and it's comfortable. Yeah, because like, and the Switch also does have a touchpad screen. It just doesn't have the same, like, you can't use the touchpad screen and have it on the TV at the same time. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Hey brother, what do you think about Sonic and the Secret Rings? You play Sonic games.
That's good.
Verdict, it's good. Yeah. I have never been a console person, which is why it's so fucking funny that, like, I pretty much exclusively play my Switch docked these days. I can't even remember the last time I played it in handheld. Oh no, that's not true. I can think of, oh right, oh my god. Katzen and I brought my Switch over to Katzen's, and I didn't think that we were going to play games together, but they were like, yeah, like, I'm down, let's play some Overcooked. And I was like, oh yeah, because we're playing Overcooked together. But we had to play Overcooked, oh no, that's right. No, I think I did have my dock with me, but their mom was working, so we couldn't have it hooked up to the TV to play. Anyway, my screen stand, two of us trying to play Overcooked 2 on that fucking You know, I have an original, not an OLED, so it's like the one that's like slightly smaller screen. And we couldn't fucking see anything. It was so hard. We had to like lean in really close to actually tell what the fuck was happening on the screen. Unideal. Is it? What is that question about? Is that about the touch screen on the Switch? Because it does have a touch screen. That's why I played. That's why I bought Chicory. My first full playthrough of the game was on the Switch. Oh, that was about the Sonic game. Is it? Is it really good? He's typing. Yeah. Only bad review. That's a lot of them these days, right? Oh, Sonic X Shadow Legends or whatever the fuck. That was at the Summer Games thing. Everybody Google Sonic X Shadow right now and make sure you... because you will definitely find things that have to do with this video game and not images of Sonic and Shadow making out with tongue. It's not... Okay, we have one not very good. Oh, Generations, right. That one got a lot of acclaim. But isn't that another one that's like... They just like remade the first game again or something? Or it's very similar to the first game? Sonic Shadow game.
Sonic Generations.
Oh, hold on. What's that?
I played Sonic Generations.
I did?
Yeah. Every couple of years I tell you this. You always, you forgot.
Apparently, I've played Sonic Generations.
It was the only one we had on the computer.
On the computer?
Yeah. It was like on Mom's ancient computer, and we played the whole thing together.
Why didn't I remember this? Apparently I'm reminded of this every few years. What's the other one that you have to keep reminding me that we played? Was it a Kirby one?
Kirby Superstar, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, it turns out I don't remember half of the video games that I've played in my life, which is wild. That does ring something. But I remember playing some game in that style, like on the TV, like on console or something, because we have it on console. Which Sonic Storybook game? It's not a remake. It's a remaster of the Space Clown Kirby. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of the Sonic games. This small selection that I have played has mostly been at the behest of brother or of Aleph. That's why I played Sonic Adventure games on stream, which was a wild time. Although I did choose to play the visual novel independently. I did independently decide to stream the train murder mystery. But it's fun if you don't mind motion controls. Oh, motion controls. It's across the entire room randomly. Anniversary game based on many previous games. Okay, so that's why I got the mix. Oh. That's the word that I got mixed up. They're like Sonic X Shadow Legends. No, Generations. That's the word that I was flipping around in my head. Live and learn, baby. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's read Homestuck. You remember that thing that we gathered here today to do? I think we should do it. Saying we as if this is anyone's fault but mine that we're starting so late. Of all the days, I actually fucking started on time. And now we've spent 45 minutes talking about a lot of things. But you know what? I also just haven't really been streaming as much lately. I haven't had the chance to catch up with you all. This is important. This is just as important as reading the actual fucking comic. And if anybody on YouTube doesn't want to hear it and just wants to hear the comic, they can just follow the timestamp chapters. I have no fucking water. Well, that's fine. Okay. Jane, educate these fools on the art of war. Okay. The hydrate. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to, like, take a minute to go fill up my water, though. That's true. That's true. I gotta read the title in Uwu's now. Jane is also offering me a large glass of water. The signs are everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go refill my water bottle, and then when I come back, we're gonna actually start the chapter. Or not chapter. This isn't in chapters anymore. We're gonna actually start the Homestuck Beyond Canon chapter. Hello. I'm hydrated. You're catching up on the other one. Well, happy to facilitate, to help facilitate that. Yeah. That's good. Oh, I'm glad you're all caught up just in time. New Homestuck Fighter first match. Street Fighter 6 guest character. Right. Man, that was, yeah, Street Fighter 6, that was also in the summer thingamajig. And they did a fake out with fucking Terry from Fatal Fury, and I saw, because I wasn't paying attention, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I looked up, I saw Terry from Fatal Fury. I was like, oh, it's Fatal Fury. That's cool. And then turns out that was a fucking fake out or whatever. There was Fatal Fury, but it was later. The collaboration you made behind the Jeff Fest. Yeah. Jeff Keighley. Am I remembering the right game? Or the right name? Words. Gamer Church. I mean, this is the first time that the Game Awards has done their this summer showcase thing, right? And it was Oh, there's a new game from the Persona guys. You hear about that? Yeah.
Looks like Persona 5 again.
Yep. He said it looks like Persona 5 again, and I agree, basically. Wait, don't actually. Having for a while. End distraction. Right. So, right. The whole point of that, getting the water and the break and all that, is that we're actually going to read the comic now. So, let's do that. Okay. It's time for ooze. Alright, guys. Is this 2020? Really? Have I just not been paying attention this whole time? Actually, that checks out. I don't really give that much of a shit about the Game Awards. Okay. Jane, educate these fools on the art of war. You are in no position to educate anybody, Mrs. Mistress Executive. Dehydrated, grieving, and coming off a particularly nasty sugar high. Sun Tzu wouldn't even let you substitute at this weight. What would your curriculum even be? furious fudge-flinging 101, because you are completely losing your shit right now. Luckily, we have already seen the beginning of these histrionics. Hew. Yeah, you ready? Jay, where are you? I've been doing roll calls all morning, and you were supposed to be my water boy. Yet nowhere are you to be found, and I'm left in a stalemate with the possibly poisoned cup on my desk. I'm pouch, Jake, and it's faffing up my fucking schedule. We are mobilizing you, Bobo. This pointless conflict should be over and done with this time tomorrow, and how we handle ourselves in these next few hours will decide everything. But here I am, chapped up and dried out. The camera crew meandering around with their thumbs up their asses, crucial information going unreported. And who are we waiting on, Man of action, Jake fucking English. No big loss by missing it. Yeah, it is basically just this fucking Tumblr post or tweet or something that was like, gamers are the only people in the world who get really excited to be advertised to. And it's fucking true. Okay. Oh, flip. Sorry, Janie, I was handling an urgent matter. Had to pop down the little boy's office to shred some important papers. What? I'm spending a penny at the local water closet. Jake, I'm in the bathroom. Oh. Ugh! You are always in the bathroom these days. Well, my job is to taste test all your water for poison, dear. His fucking metaphors are ridiculous. Forgive my impertinence, but perhaps if you trusted the troops more, we could avoid all this folderol, and I could be promoted to stand by your side. That'd help my besieged bladder for sure. Not happening. Oh, of course. Silly me. May I ask why? Not to make a tit of myself here, but wouldn't an enemy spy be child's play to spot, seeing as our troops share such similar faces? Pretty much the exact same face? Besieged bladder. Yeah, Jane. Oh, Jane. How much per ad? Damn. Did you know they're making an Among Us TV show? This upsets me. She would have a just death? Likely. Oh, right, Jane, you can get back. That's what I got. Yeah. Yeah, there's a decent likelihood that it would be a just death. From what we've seen. I lost my place. There I am. Yeah, just closing my previous thought. When they first said there's gonna be an Among Us TV show, I was like, fuck, man. But they showed the trailer and there was no voice, and I was like, if they did this as like no dialogue, like no talking, just like purely storytelling through like physical comedy or whatever, like I think that could actually be okay. And then they ended the trailer with a list of names of actors, and I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, Mixolity, you got me. You got my train of thought here. Overwatch of Duty. Yeah, that's basically how that feels. If Jake died from that, wouldn't really be either just or heroic. Yeah. I mean, like, theoretically, the clock, because we've seen it to do fickle bullshit, and this is a whole other, this is like classic or original Homestuck pre-comic ending discourse. Theoretically, the clock could decide that it's a heroic death because he is saving Jane's life by not having her drink it, but that would be some pretty ridiculous logic if they tried to play that. I'm just trying to think of all potential possibilities. Looney Tunes but Among Us. Yeah, something like that. Jeff Keighley. We'll never learn how to pronounce a Japanese name, which is so fucking disrespectful as a host. Like, the fucking God, that kind of thing really like, these are your fucking guests of honor. They flew to your stupid fucking event for you to jack off to how much money you have. And you don't even fucking say their names right. The rules of God to your immortality basically mean you only die for good if it's dramatic. And that's true. Then that does fit with, the God tiers and the God tier archetypes and all of that as storytelling devices. Because at their core, that's really what they're built around. But yeah, okay. So, wouldn't you just spot one immediately because they all have the same face? I once thought it was an asset too. How clever I saw myself. Hoo-hoo. We'll avoid instating a draft by quoting an army. Unprecedented genius. Bland consistency. Of course, I realize now that if any Silversman developed mutinous, deviant intentions, he could simply swink back into the safety of the crowd. The perfect cover for a tiger amongst zebras. Grr. Friggin' double agents, man. Amazing. Can I get a cherry on top of that? Why, I oughta... The very thought! Fuck yes. Marlon Brando in the motherfucking building. Hello, Brain Goes Dark. Exactly. It's horrifying. Thankfully, I have practiced instinct where assassination is concerned. An instinct that has only sharpened in the wake of recent tragedies. I won't be lulled into any such false sense of security this time, that's for sure. Yeah, recent tragedies, I think she's not just referring to Tavros' kidnapping, but also the death of her own father, Dad Crocker. That was a thing that happened really close to the end of the epilogues, I think, rather than at the beginning of Beyond Canon. Yeah, this was like extremely recent for her. Even though for us that was so many fucking years ago. Who? Dad Crocker. Got done killed. Oh shit is right. Yeah, he done died. So I think that's like twofold then here, referring to his death and also the kidnapping of Tavros at the same time. My goodness. Pardon me. Prompt in the epilogues for Jane to start an all-out war. Right. Yeah, epilogues. She was like, you have done what to my who? And then that was the big boom. There we go. Isn't that why the old hen house has been feeling a bit... Falls into that. Is that why the old hen house has been feeling a bit spacious recently? I may have a handful or so of men on the brig, for safekeeping. They have snacks and a water trough. A water trough. Not fucking water bottles or a water cooler with paper cups or some shit. A water trough. All unpoisoned, might I add. Who gives a toot anyways? We'll be depositing them out on the battlefield soon enough. Speaking of the battle, what was the pre-established plan again? Just trying to refresh my simple mind on the details, especially the ones that situate our sun near the point. I take it we have protocols in place a tad more delicate than simply bombs away. Right? Jake, do you remember when I went to the moon? Jane, start monologuing. And this is one of the things that I was gonna find and then I forgot. Hold on. Where is that fucking... Because this... is a reference to the fucking Snapchats. Where? Snap. Okay. If I put this in chronological order. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on screen so you folks can all see what the hell I'm even doing here. Bonk. Okay. I saw, because here's the thing, I saw someone say this is a reference to a specific Snapchat, and then I didn't actually double check on that. I think it was one of the, like, way later ones. Or, like, one of the last... Right, so we've got... Chief Executive of Hygiene. They're at dinner. Where? Warning, destination hijack detected. Oh, hey, there we go. There's the felt. There's Spade Slick. This is not the moon. Hold on. Why are people saying this is a reference to the Snapchats? See, this is the kind of thing that I was getting ready to do before the stream. And I didn't... Oh. Well, here's the moon. Damn. Yeah, that's blowing a hole in the moon. Oh, and this is... We're now getting into, like... This is... Hive swap announcement. Alright, well. I'm a little... And that's the end of Snapchat at all. But yeah, so that's this. The whole blown, like looping in the Snapchats like that is a fun little something. Okay. Sorry, just adjusting myself in my seat. Did I ever mention that I chopped all my hair off? I don't think that I remember to say that, but I did that. As I'm sitting here running my fingers through my, like, now fucking inch-and-a-half long, inch-and-a-half short hair. Because up until now, my cut was pretty much exactly like my icon, but it's all gone, baby. It was all damaged. It's just gonna grow it all back nice and healthy. It's fucking weird, though. Oh, James wrote those snaps, too? Yeah, that checks. Declared non-canon by one of the epilogues writers, which is weird considering the contents of said epilogues. Maybe they meant it as non-canon, like everything post-Act 7 is non-canon? Yeah, probably. No. Maybe? I don't know. It's possible. Possibly the answer is both. You take the money. You take the money. That's a good idea. And yeah, we're definitely not getting answers on that, but that's okay. We're just gonna embrace the moment that's happening right now, called this. No, it was a huge deal. Was this around the time all those Carpathians took a big chunk out of it? Yes! You see, prior to that expedition, I'd been cooking up a contingency plan of sorts. I put some serious man-hours into it. If things were going tines up, our last line of defense is a machine that will emit a guided beam to a location of my choosing. A laser? So we're destroying the point now? No. Definitely not. We are capturing the point. But if we don't... Contingency plan. Contingency plan indeed. A surgical, precise, and most importantly, unexpected means of victory, with virtually no crossfire. Does that seem sound? You know, Jake, you've been giving me the third degree all day. You're typically content stumbling through life as a soft-headed bimbo, and it's only now of all times you start showing stark, pointed interest in the happenings outside of yourself. I find that odd. Suspicious, even. You're thinking, she's a bad mother, aren't you? Here we go. What FPS game they're playing? Yeah, so Jane's plan is that if she can't have what she wants, then nobody can. And now we're getting into motherhood? Don't you try to deny it. I see you there up on your high horse, interrogating me, as if you have the right. But just what did you do besides whimper like a kicked dog as they took our boy away? Tavi! You can fly, you idiot. You're such a harmless, dunderheaded fucking non-entity that those seditious connivers would have let you tail them. Ouch. Everything he has, I've provided. Everything he is, I've nurtured. Ouch. Oh, yeah. Oh. Criminy, bro, she has a death laser. Like Goldfinger. Remember how I willed him out of my body 3 months premature because I was so excited to see him? 3 months preemie is intense. Although Jane, as a maid of life, could have possibly done that in a healthy way using maid of life powers. That's the best line? I can think of it. There's a very specific Jake line that's coming up in this conversation that I think might be one of the best lines in the whole comic. And I will point it out when we get there. Funniest, it is funny. But there's Jake has some real humdingers in this one. Right. The rebellion isn't prepared for that. What are we going to do? Fuck if I know. Refracted off Commander Vantus's massive tits. Now that's a good one. That's a good one too. We're going to lose. You might be a primo acto English with that perfect smile and that stupid sexy fake accent, but you are not a caring individual. My dad, he had so much love in him that you could feel it when he entered the room, all across all iterations of yourself. Do you think your children ever felt a modicum of that? Jade? Terrifying. I hate to even think about it. And I don't doubt for a second that there were more. How do you imagine they toned out? Well, one of them got space swapped with an alien from another planet. Branko's jerking Commander Carcat? Interesting. Striderman can't resist Carcat's beauty. I'm excited for more Carcat. I do enjoy him. I finally grew the gumption to get off the back foot, and we're all going to meet the Reaper regardless. Let's face it, I held you accountable. Without me, you'd have left Tavros behind in a peanut factory, asphyxiating on the floor, crying, "Daddy, where are you? Daddy!" Dude. Jolly Jesus fucking Christmas. What the flesh hell are you mumbling to yourself? Will you shut your goddamn cake hole? Get it, Jake. Get it. Listen to you lecturing me on parenting and flagellating me with fucking infanticidal peanut snuff fantasies. Tavros isn't even allergic to peanuts anymore. What? He's been cured since he was 13. How? Gamzee. Via some vile cosmic caper or another, it's always Gamzee. He found out. Started rambling on and on about how motherfucking malicious it was to see a differently able brother missing out on the nirvana of that nutty motherfucking nectar. Why are you doing the voice? There's wholesome, holistic healing properties all up and stuffed into the harmonious union of PB and J. You don't need to do the voice. What even is this sultry bitch of a life without a little peanut butter jelly time? It'd be so sick if you stopped doing the voice. Then he pulled out our duty as strong male motherfucking models is to nurture and guide that lost little legume-intolerant lamb, Card. We straight up got to be the change what all nobody else ever got down to being in the world, for the little neglected nuggets we all was. fuck me then. He always felt you two had a common tragic upbringing. I know. Honk honk. I just typoed it and left it. Yeah. Yeah. Is it? Am I thinking of a fan comic? I'm just thinking of a fan comic where it's like, and then it's that image of Gamzee with like his hands over his mouth and like the little exclamation mark. Where am I? Ah. Okay. Jake in this panel looks like. Continuing the trends of Gamzee being worse every time he appears, even after he's died. Yeah. After that insane clown started stowing peanuts around the mansion, tricking little Tavi into eating them. Poor Squirt was thrashing throat first into anaphylactic shock bi-weekly. I epipenned him so many times, I learned needle kind. Worried myself as sick as our boy was, just wishing that nutty nightmare would nix. Then, wham. It did. Thank God. I feel like my Jake voice is a little off. I think there's something about switching back and forth between uwu and not uwu that's like messing up my flow. Yeah, so Jake fucking hope-powered his way into getting rid of Tavros's peanut allergy. His hope powers did that. Like, look at this panel. That's hope magic, baby. Man, and that, like, one visible eye from Gamzee is just so... Oof. It's creepy. Oh, my God. It was like the moment this clock hit 11, it was like, hey, did you know that you got up at 10 today and you should go to bed? Like, fuck off. I'm reading. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is not optimal audio quality. But it appears that my body has decided that we're done here, but we're fucking not, and I'm finishing this chapter. Okay. Right, and that, like, I can't even imagine, like, even after having that allergy gotten rid of, repeated anaphylactic shock, like, it does other kinds of damage to your health to be experiencing that repeatedly. Okay. Yeah. Utilize the power of hope. You can utilize hope powers to just like will myself to stop yawning. Okay. I had no idea. Of course you didn't. You weren't there. You might have expelled... Oh, this is it. You might have expelled him into existence with your easy-bake tuna canoe. Jake, her what? Sir? Her easy-bake tuna canoe? Her what? Hold on, I gotta open this link so that I remember to play it later. Someone's saying trash talk. Oh, man. Yeah, that line really got me. Like, the first time that I read through this update, like, that shocked me out of any serious thinking I was doing that has to do with any of the rest of, like, oh shit, that's like Jake using his hope powers and like da 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 da, and it was just that, and then easy bake Tuna Canoe, as if that's like a thing that a guy can just fucking say. Like, God. I mean, like, kudos to, you know, whichever team member wrote this, because that completely fucking obliterated me. And it's perfect, and I love it, and I hate it, and I love it. God. Anyway. I'm not reading it a second time because I can't fucking do it. It's just gonna derail me every time because it's so completely absurd. But I kept him alive. I raised him. Nelson's knickers. Half the time it feels like Uncle fucking Gamzee had more of a hand in his upbringing than you did. Someone has added that to completely new sentences. It is quite a term. Yeah, if that... Yeah. Anyway. Oh, my. I never took a second to stop and think. I don't remember when he took his first steps. Or what his favorite food is. I didn't even fucking breastfeed him. Which is fucking crazy, all things considered. Which, because if you fucking recall, there was a lot of Jane's breast milk happening in the Candy epilogue. Sentences that I wish did not have to come out of my mouth. Like, God, now this would be a fucking tier list. You go through the epilogues and pick out every single one of the most completely fucking heinous things that they put in there and rank them on a tier list of worst to worst. On a tier list of, like, barely acceptable to this is the worst fucking thing that anyone's ever read. God. What did even... Yeah, because that'd be on there. The number of illusions... The amount of Jane's breast milk would be an item to put on that tier list. The whole Jake pants shitting incident at the campaign speeches would be another one for sure. I'm blanking now, of course, now that I'm, like, really trying to think of things. You blocked out so much of it. Yeah. I think that's what's happening to me right now, is, like, my brain blocked this out on purpose, and it doesn't want me to fucking remember. Like, I didn't remember the breast milk thing until I was scanning over the chapter during like when pre-stream music was playing today, and I was like, Oh no, I get it now. Oh no. God, I forgot about that. It's so terrible. Looking up the Reddit for brand new sentences. Your ripe banana is honking. Now that does sound like it would come from Homestuck. Would you say that Gamzee making you read about Jane's breast milk is on his top 10 crimes? Yes. I think it is. God. Fucking wild. Anyway. Yeah, that'd be sure something, alright. Maybe I'll make that for fun if I ever get around to rereading the epilogues. I don't even know what his first word was. It was honk. Jesus Christ. Like, even Jane is like, Jesus fucking Christ. His first word was honk. That's a very powerful Jesus Christ. Coming from Jane fucking Crocker. Good ass panel, good ass panel. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's funny that you were like, I don't know about, like, the perspective on this one. And, like, I feel like the perspective was okay on the last panel, but in this panel, I feel like the monitor looks too small. But maybe it's further away? No, I don't know, because, like, the thickness of the desk and, like, the size of the cup and the size of Jane and everything. Anyway. He must hate me. Oh, Janie, it's Tool. Look at the way he acted during the hostage negotiations. His wife was threatened. God, that word every time. Amazing watching how Jane rationalizes this and becomes worse. Yeah, this conversation is so well written because it's like, okay, hold on. I need to save this. I'm going to save my thoughts here that are here for when we've actually read the conversation first. Okay. Right. His wife was threatened, and Tavros didn't call out to me once. Like, he knew I had other concerns. Well, you do. Do you think I want to? I wanted this family. I can't help how much goddamn pressure I'm under. Nobody asked you to shoulder any of that, dear. I had to. The rest of you couldn't be trusted. None of you even bothered to graduate high school. While you were all being shut-ins and self-destructing and fucking cavorting, I was making public appearances. Somebody had to represent us so people wouldn't assume the worst. They had waited 5,000 years for us, and for what? To see there was no plan, no reason, that none of their gods were really on their side? I had to become an adult before any of you decided to catch up. If Tavros never felt any love for me, it's because I barely had any left to give. No wonder you both left. Did Jane graduate high school? I mean, Jane, I guess, must have graduated high school like Earthsea school system style. You know, or like from whatever school system Earthsea had set up when they arrived. Taught by Earthseans. Yeah. Yeah, so that was her initial justification then. Because then this whole here is like, I love this because up until this point, I feel like Jane and a lot of the frustrations with people like about Jane's quote unquote villain arc was the fact that how she got here and the way that her character is being shown was like extremely flat cartoon villain kind of behaviors and explanations happening. Like, yeah, like they just, like she was just suddenly portrayed and driven into these like deep extremes, and it's like, okay, sure, we can like laughingly say it was because she had, you know, she was being primed to be the CEO in back on Earth, and like all of these like kinds of things, right? And like that, sure, that definitely played into it, but still it felt kind of like the A to B to C to D. It's like it was not connecting, and it just felt like cartoonish, flat and cartoonish. So this piece here of seeing into her head of like how this started and what she was actually thinking when she started in on being more of a public figure and like putting herself at a leadership position above all of the others, and like those kind of where that started to snowball is like finally some good fucking characterization. And seeing into like what her thought process here was, because this is like, I can see this chain of events happening for sure. Yeah, and this again, it's in character. It's connected with what we saw to be her values, or the kind of values that she would have been taught when she was being trained to be a fucking CEO, you know. But yeah, she's an overachiever, but she graduated high school electricity. Yeah, that's true as well. She did it great. She was getting all of that like special schooling and training and stuff for CEO business. So yeah, it is possible that she went through an accelerated track and graduated high school before they even, it would have been right before they entered the game, or like sometime right before that. Welcome to Candy. Yeah, some of them were missing motivations, Jane especially, and it was unfair to her character. Yeah, and I love this conversation filling in some of those gaps and like really fleshing it out properly. And that's like, I feel like that is kind of what a lot of the things that the Homestuck Independent Creative Union writing team has been really doing with the story so far, is like filling some gaps, fleshing some things out, making some of the more outlandish decisions feel like they're more than just shock value, because there's definitely a number of decisions that were made in the writing and in the epilogues and in the original run of updates to Beyond Canon that felt like they were more for shock value than anything else. But this is making them like make sense in the story. And like have like, it's making them a lot more concrete and like sensical, because you can do shock value stuff and still have it actually Or, like, you can do things that have that shock value, and they can also still be things that are good for your story and build it well. And, like, make sense and, like, fit in very well and, like, flesh out things and, like, all of that stuff. But that's not really what a lot of the stuff was feeling like. Probably not it, because if she finished it before Spurb, she'd probably word it differently. Yeah, there may have been some different wording depending on the situation, yeah. Epilogues were written when Trump got elected, or at least was running for president, right? I've asked this before, I swear. After, during the Trumpency. Released 2019. Yup. The whole thing about the Candy timeline was outlandish character developments. That was the point, right? I mean, yeah, that was the point. And I guess that, like, it's still kind of, like, I guess it is kind of more generally seen that the epilogues are less about being, like, a story to enjoy and more about making a point. Which, yeah, would mean that some things, like, it, you know, it might be the point that there was no, like, that there wasn't this kind of, like, fleshing out of things. Might have, you know, it was kind of part of the point of that whole thing. But 2019, yeah, 2019. Yeah, well, you know, that's what the fucking pandemic did. Was that it just, like, completely collapsed the concept of time in on itself and set whole massive chunk of the population into a very weird state of arrested development. Or at least that's how I feel like it's kind of affected my things. Less about world building, more about, like, personal perspective. More meta commentary than story. Yes, that's what more of what I was getting at, yeah. For those people, it's also real. Yeah. Same. Oh, yeah. Is that reflecting on pandemic talk the same? Yeah. I mean, like, the fact that, for example, the fact that I just started the stream by talking about, wow, I have a full-time job for the first time. That should have been a while ago. But, the entire fucking world got thrown upside down. So, here we are. Real and fake, no more fake than any protein-based timelines. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, so that, yeah. Kind of closing that off so we can keep reading. So those are the thoughts that I was like, I'm going to wait until we actually read it, and then I'll talk about this. That was that regarding this dialogue. But yes, we find out, no wonder why you both left. What was that? So Jake had assumed that from her response, that Jane didn't even realize that he had left for some time. But no, she knew. We are finding here that she knew. I'm not following. Come on now, Jakey. When you went to go stay with John. Come on now, Jakey. When you went to go stay with John. Zooks, you knew I'd skittered away this whole time? And you aren't mad? Why? Because I love you, you bobo. I have wubbed you. I have wubbed? Words. Pronunciation. Let me try that one again. I have loved you since I was 13. Show going off the map right after my father died was not the kindest timing. But you were always going to come back. And I mastered forgiving you a long time ago. I even forgave you for Dirk. Forgave me for being with him? What? No, I was always an ally first when it came to that. What's a dalliance between bros, really? Word. Jane, what? So, yeah, okay, so we're now entering the part of the conversation where Jane talks a lot about her relationship with Jake, and it just gets fucking... Ugh. But... yeah, what's a dalliance between bros? Just guys being dudes. God. Oh, hi, Brain Ghoster. I'm referring to his death. Oh, what the fuck? Not saying it's all your fault. Wow. But not saying that it's not his fault at all, which is extremely fucked up. Low-key homophobic, though. Yeah. There's a whole separate second conversation after this conversation with Jane concludes. And that might be, I might take 5 there, because we've been going for a while. I haven't really had, like, a proper break. Doak just never got you. He thought he could figure you out, make all the right moves, and you'd be happy. But people have to want themselves to be happy. And the only thing you've ever consistently wanted was to be absolved. I understand that now. And I accept you, Jake. That's why I have confidence that our union will endure forever. You release me of all my doubts. And I can't be disappointed by you. That's like a really fucked up way to approach a relationship. Out of portal. Yeah, that's a really fucked up way to approach a relationship. And see, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to reread this again, because I'm like, I don't even know where to start approaching what the fuck is happening here. Like, the only thing you ever consistently wanted was to be absolved. So, you release me of all my doubts, and I can't be disappointed by you. Like, she's just like, he's gonna disappoint me for the rest of my life. And that's okay. And because I'm expected that, I won't actually be disappointed. Or like, I don't know, like that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And it's just, it's really fucked up. God. This is fucking bonkers shit. Huh. Oh, fucking pixie sticks. I have to leave for the bridge. The enemy is moving into position as we speak. Do you Do you still need that water tested? No. I drank it all in my hysterics without even noticing. And you're okay? Completely fine. It really was just water. I had hoped. Oh, thank you. Listen, Jake. I won't be able to really talk for some time once this whole final battle shebang kicks off, but I need you to know I am sorry for a lot of things. I promise. I just need you to believe in me a little while longer. Of course, Janie. Of course. I love you. I know, Jay. I know. And scene. Now, is that fucked up or what? Oh, yeah, and I saw the shrimp check and the stretch, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, but I was like mid-sentence, and then it just, like, completely left my brain because I was trying to get my tangent together. But, yeah, I'm shrimp checking, I'm stretching. I will hydrate, over the next 5 minutes, because we're going to take a little break before continuing on to the conclusion of this update. During which Jake calmly assesses the situation. Very, very, very calmly. But yes. I'm going to take the actual proper 5-minute break now, because we've had a few weird, like, pseudo breaks, but no genuine breaks. And that will be this. And then we will read this conversation that Jake has with Brain Goes Dirk. Yes, thank you, Max, for the break video, which I totally remembered to play. Yeah, picture of mental health here. Jake English. That was the wrong... There we go. That's the one that I wanted to turn off. Okay. Pardon me. Okay. Calmly assess the situation. Very calm. Extremely calm. Fuck! Why did she have to go build a moon laser? Why did she have to go and say all that? It's not over. That moon laser doesn't mean shit. If there's no one to press the button, boom. Or, you know, no boom. Her guard is down, and you have a gun. I have 2 guns. Let's be real. This wouldn't even be the first time you'd thought of it. It's an option. Or you help her win the battle. Avoid baptizing the earth with laser fire, and she uses the point, and the world doesn't end. Probably. Who the fuck knows? What should I do? I'm not gonna tell you. I already know you'll want me to do what's heroic, but you wouldn't want me to kill Jane either. Would you? Stop staring at me like I'm gonna tongue kiss the answer into you, dude. You know what you need to do. But Jane was right about me. I can't be trusted. I don't even like 99% of people. Then do it for one person. Aren't you tired of spreading yourself thin trying to believe in everything? Because it looks pretty fucking likely that the future where Tavi is happy and the future where Jane is alive don't coincide. You have to kill one for the other to survive. It sounds like you're gunning for her. It sounds like you're gunning for her. Say what you will about Dirk, but he always wanted you to be your best self. He pushed you, hoping if he did it hard enough, you'd push back. That's a far cry from whatever neuter domestic purgatory Jane's offering you. Wasn't it nice to be believed in, man? Ugh. Can I make an honest query? Did I really kill him? I did, didn't I? Common sense says no. Can't you swing that one by your esoteric telepathic Dirk connection? That's a tricky fucking wicket, man. It's sticky wicket. It's nothing, because that's a stupid fucking phrase cooked up by fake people about a fake sport from a dead planet. Anyway, it's tricky because there's not really all that much of anything left of the big man. Not here, anyway. Oh, baloney! That's not how this works. You're the supernatural See, this is the part that I didn't get to when I was rereading this update before the stream started. You're the supernatural Tsailu of our combined steezes. This isn't my first ride in the rodeo, mister. I know the rhythm of this bucking bronco. He's still here, damn it. I'm sorry. And that series of panels is just, it's so good. Like the dramatic, like he pulls down his sunglasses. It's just Jake's eye color. It's just Jake's eyes because it's just Jake. Yeah, those green eyes. He's gone, dude. Oh, fuck off, you charlatan. Yeah, horse's ass. Get it all out, man. You malevolent, masculine malfeasant. I know a crisp glass of personal culpability isn't what you ordered, but hey, it's better than relapsing. I'm drunk right now. And that sucks, buddy. But I'm talking about the big show of everything's fine now, kitchen table red undie dirty dancing you did. I forgot about that. Which I believe is the dancing around in the kitchen with John scene, which was actually one of the better scenes in the epilogues for sure. You fucking wish you did. It'd be the only reasonable excuse you'd have for nipping this uncomfortable epiphany in the bud so you could slink back to following orders from Dirk. Oh, God's hooks, I backflipped right back into my old ways. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's a running theme with literally everybody we know. You all get caught up in these feelings jams, hugging it out and self-realizational bliss. Then, bam, premature ejaculation. That passionate growth grind ends before it even builds into anything actually satisfying. I fucking hate how that analogy actually works. Like, get caught up in feeling jams and self-realization, and then you get so damn fucking pleased with yourself and self-satisfied that it's just the conclusion is not, you don't see it through to the proper conclusion of actually locking in any real growth. Are you saying I need to be red undies, Jake, again? Absolutely the fuck not. Hands off the belt, buddy. You've graduated. You're fully dressed, Jake, now. Sitting on the sticky floor of a custodial closet, hidden away from anything certain and good in this world. Alone. This is scary. I don't like this. Fuck yeah, it is. This is sweaty, achy, burning transformation, brother. I want to go back. I want to be the other guy again. You can't be the other guy anymore, Jake. We're sending him upstate to live on a beautiful farm where they're gonna immediately drag him out back and pull him out of his fucking misery. Remember when you told Egbert you wanted someone to hold you accountable? No. Well, no. Here's Johnny. Ah! Oh! Oh, Dirk. Ugh, cripes. If there really is no magical component to all of this, if you're really gone, then I am simply a 40-year-old man being led by the nose by an imaginary friend. That is not cute. It's kind of cute. No, it's mental illness. It can be both. What a statement. I mean, sure. Look, what you need to do is stop sobbing into your own fucking arms and make a decision. Spying for the rebellion, running away. These were steps in the right direction, but they also had, plausible deniability. They were deflections. At the end of the day, that's what choosing Jane would be, too. It's odd, but shucks, I don't want to cut her down right before she makes this big turnaround. If she decided to keep her promise, that'd be bitter fucking berries to live with. But she probably won't change, will she? Why in the fuck would she? She'll have won. Because nobody was blue and naked in it. I also haven't seen Betty and June. I'm not sure what thing you're referencing to. Yeah, there's the Crocker cameras looking at the rebellion ship with Jade, Rose, and Kanaya on it, approaching the rebellion stronghold that Karkat and Mina just were driving up to with the lobsters. But I don't think she was meant to be this way. Do you? Like, was she born to be a wildly racist dictatorial cake boss? Okay, when you put it that way, it sounds a bit bonkers. What I mean is, take me, for example. I know it's not my fault Janie got a bit rough and tumble with our relationship, that fundamentally I didn't deserve it. But that doesn't exactly make me a mensch by default, does it? In fact, I worry there might be more of me that's, well, inherently bad than not. And that's why everything tends to get so furiously fucked all the time. Everyone is waiting around for this better version of me to pop up, but that's never going to happen. Because if it did, it wouldn't be me anymore. The girl in that movie is mentally ill. She gets wooed by Johnny Depp, who's actively aping Buster Keaton. Like, his character is a Buster fanboy. Interesting. But this... So are you trapped being Mr. Pissy Panty Loser Man? So are you... Sorry, that's just fucking... Dirk. So are you trapped being Mr. Pissy Panty Loser Man no matter what? Sort of. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe? Oh. Who even gives a fuck? This is some big philosophical philandering you're trying out, and we didn't even finish elementary school. The best we've got to work with is whatever you've gleaned from My Dinner with Andre and Blade Runner. And you fell asleep during Andre. Point taken. Yeah, this is a great look at Jake's current self-esteem in a nutshell. He's page of hope, but he does not believe, and he believes in many things, but he does not believe in himself. Oof. Here's what we do know. When you face your friends tomorrow, they're going to be none the wiser about the insane masturbatory matrix bullet time battles you've been having with yourself in your own head. What will be real to them is what you did. That's it. Show them you're trying. Or don't, and get left behind. Good God, this is the worst pep talk ever. It's you, dude. What did you expect? True. Do you want to get left behind? No! I want to see Tavi grow up. I want to choose him. But I want to believe in Jane, too. Listen, I never really understood a lot much of the doomed timeline hoopla you cerebral types tend to gab about. But it's nice to think that there might be countless Janes somewhere out there who never stopped being happy, baking, getting up to all manner of lighthearted mischiefs, true blue all around. When I think of her, that's what's real to me. What she is now, what these rotten, unenviable circumstances have made of her. It's all just happenstance. Is that stupid? Probably, but you're a god of hope. You're a poster child for making stupid shit feasible, and no one has the power to say what's true for every Jane. I'm sure if you asked a couple of them how they feel about labor camps and domestic violences, they'd hit you with a, "Whoa there, Buster Jones. That's not for me. No siree." Exactly. If I can believe in those Janes, I think I can let this one go. Extravagant hoops to stumble through just to keep believing, man. It's sneaky. I like it. Oh, and a glimpse of what's happening over here as they approach the rebel camp. I think we're gonna have to kill this girl, me. Yeah, somebody. Oh man, yeah, somebody's gotta make that fucking meme, but it's Jake and Brain Ghost, not Dirk. Fiddlesticks. Yeah, that's pretty fucking wild. Poor Tavi. Look at everything's going to shit, and he's had such a day. He's had such a life. And he's just like, I'd put money down this kid is just sitting on that couch fully dissociated. After the kind of life he's had, the kind of day that he's just had, the kind of conversation that he just eavesdropped on, that he didn't want to, but he was dragged into it by trying to keep tabs on Yiffy. Like, falling out of the sea. Like, God, I will say though, God, the panel where Tabby falls out of the ceiling and lands on Jade, and then the two holding 2 cans of Peepus, and then they both fucking start fountaining soda, is like top funniest panels in all of Homestuck ever for me. It's up there. It's so fucking funny, and it's so well animated. It's decided then? Seems so. You can finally leave the closet. Har har. Goofs aside, old buddy. I get the strange sense I won't be speaking with you again. You won't. Why would you? You're normal now. But you don't need him. Ooh, now that's a line that's got weight in the Homestuck canon of things. You don't need him. Those same words that Terezi had John write on that wall. Totally, as someone who had a bad, oof, that sucks. I'm sorry that you experienced that. But yeah, no, this poor fucking kid, man. But Terzi was talking about Dirk all along. No. But yeah, like the echoes of, like, you know, feeling like the I'm trying to think of the words, like the parallels that they're drawing here between Terzi and Jake, and feeling like they needed that relationship, like that was the relationship for them, to the point of like really trying to push it into place, even if it wasn't the time or the moment or whatever for it. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm not. Like, I'm saying these words and then I'm hearing them and I'm like, I don't know if that's really describing what I'm trying to get at. But, like, are the vibes there? Am I checking out? Yeah? Somewhat, somehow, a little bit? Yeah, that, you don't need him. And I was like, ugh. Parallels. Right? And now we're here. Okay. It feels good to pretend, though. To hold on a little while longer. Don't. Fine. Fine. Hope is the crummiest aspect of the lot, huh? I swear, the only time it's worth a lick more than delusions and hot air is if it really fucking hurts. Welcome to being a person, Jake English. Page of hope. Rise up. And away he goes. Ooh! 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 And yes, those are also very good panels. I like the perspective on them and the lighting and... Ugh! Yeah. What? Sorry, I'm getting distracted because my dog is fucking growling at something in the hallway. He's probably just... I can hear the people having a conversation walking by out front. He's probably just mad that they dared to use a public sidewalk in front of our house. I thought he was fucking out cold asleep out there, but I guess not. Homestuck Standard Time. Yeah, happy June 9th. Happy 6/9 for those who write their numbers in that way. Sans. What is this about Sans Undertale? I think someone mentioned Sans earlier too, and I was a little bit confused about why that came up. I'm thinking about Carcat because of 6/9 and the thing with the symbol on his shirt and Eternit and anyway, the symbol on his shirt, as if it's not the fucking astrological symbol for Cancer that's known by many people and does not solely belong to Homestuck. For those who get down and dirty. Yeah. So I'm really excited for where they're gonna take, I mean, all of the characters, but this got me more excited about what they're gonna be doing moving forward with Jake and with Jane both. Because we hadn't seen so much of them, or, you know, minimal, you know, things from them after, you know, post-return. But... the hallway. No, you do have a point. I can see it. The hallway where you meet Sans at the end of Undertale. Yeah. 6 day, enjoy your sex, everyone. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. You know what else I'm looking forward to related to Homestuck? They posted on the Patreon for the patrons a little preview of the music for the sound page that they keep hinting that they're working on. So maybe that'll be this month, maybe not. I know this shit takes a long time to make. But, like, yeah, they posted a music preview on the Patreon. I'm gonna guess that by the time the preview was public, the update will have been out already for a bit. But, you hope it's another 2-second animation of somebody going into a portal. No, I don't think so. It's, like, music. The clip was, like, less than a minute. But... It's got some melodies in there that will be familiar from other Homestuck music, and y'all, I'm so fucking pumped. I mean, I've been incredibly pumped for whatever sound page they have coming up, like, since it was first hinted that it was actually a thing that was genuinely and fully in the works. But yeah. So that's exciting. That's coming up. And yeah, as was discussed earlier, it will probably be June 12th that we get the next update, which, hold on. I'm a very... like, dates numbers person, but I simultaneously have this issue where I will not, like, connect things until unless I'm, like, looking at, like, a calendar, and it's only just now occurred to me while looking at the calendar in, like, the date, not the calendar, the date in the corner of my computer screen, that the 12th is very soon, and I hate that. Because, like, holy shit, it's the 9th of June. That's, like, absurd. That's completely fucking absurd. I don't have to, like, look, I feel like, I think I do this in, like, every stream, you know? So I need to stop beating the dead horse. But I just can't get over how fucking time just keeps moving. And then I look at the calendar and you're like, oh yeah, 6/12, and I'm like, yeah, that'll be in a little bit. No. It will not be in a little bit because it's fucking June 9th, and that's very soon. So, and distraction. Well, I don't know which distraction that was referring to. I had a couple of those, but that's Homestuck Beyond Canon for today. And the next time we reconvene, it will probably be Beyond Canon again, as I was just having a minor freak out about, because that's how my things are going. Next Saturday for Beyond Canon, if they do not have a June update posted by then, it will be Disco Elysium. But But yeah, it's looking like that's going to be the best schedule for the next, well, at this point, approximately 2.5 months. I'm going to say 3 months. For approximately the next 3 months, it's going to be Saturday evenings, just the one a week, while I am in the position that I am with my work, to, bring the most optimal stream quality to you all so that you're not getting post-work day pissy, grumpy Cam. And we'll just do, it's gonna be beyond Canon when updates happen, and Disco Elysium at all other times. Because we're so close to the end of Disco Elysium. We got so close, and then I dropped the ball because that happens sometimes in life. And now we're gonna pick the ball back up and keep playing sports until we finish the game. Sports analogies. Alright, it's fucking bedtime. So, oh yeah, and YouTube stuff. I've got a bunch of videos ready to post on YouTube. Gonna be planning on doing some more rolling down the conveyor belt on those videos. Tomorrow, doing all the kind of like metadata prep stuff and all the other shit that goes with those. So YouTube should be up to date. No, never mind. Not up to date, but up to gender rect. Should be posted in a decent amount of time. I need to edit Heaven Will Be Mine. Which, I mean, it's not going to take that long. It's just yeah, that one is still in raw footage, and this one will be in the same place. Anyway, YouTube stuff will be happening. Things will be posted, etc. Streams will be here on Saturdays. And I'm being redundant because I do this. This is what I do. This is how I work. I'm talking in circles. Okay. To cut it here. Because I feel like I'm forgetting something. I just always feel like I'm fucking forgetting something to say something. But I'm probably fine. I probably said the same thing like 10 times and that's all there is to say. And it's bedtime. Good night. Take care to you as well. Have a great week. I hope that you all have a good week, whatever it is you're getting up to, whatever you have to face this week. And I will see you all right back here for probably more Homestuck, maybe Disco Elysium next Saturday night. Good night.